When my marriage ended, I thought it was finally going to mean freedom. Instead, I did not just lose a marriage, I lost the whole life that was built around it. I lost the friends that were really only our friends as a couple, and the plan for how the rest of my life was going to go. One day I was a married man with a future I could see, and the next I was starting over from basically nothing. At an age when I thought all of this was supposed to be settled. Starting over after divorce means rebuilding a whole life you never planned to rebuild.
When I left my abusive marriage, I basically left everything. Only took what I could fit in my backpack and small suitcase. I moved across the country to a town where Terry was the only person I knew. No other friends, no job waiting, no vehicle, no map for what came next. At first, I was not even thinking about rebuilding my life. I was just trying to survive the week. But once the dust settled, the real question showed up. Not how do I get through today, but who am I now? What do I do with the rest of my life?
Today, we're talking about starting over after divorce. Not the legal part, the life part. And when it happens later in life after 50, it feels even bigger because you thought this chapter was already written. You thought you had it all figured out, but then your whole world fell apart at your feet. You hear advice out there to go treat yourself, get a new haircut, get back out there in the dating world. None of it is wrong exactly, but none of it touches the real thing.
Here's the first thing that we both learned separately before we ever became husband and wife. When a marriage ends, you're not just grieving the relationship, you're grieving the future you thought you were going to have. You cannot start building a new life while you're still holding on to the old one. For me, I felt stuck in limbo, caught between the past and the future. Nothing moved until I faced both. Let them go, got honest about what I had learned and what I wanted my life to be like.
So, we're going to walk you through the 3 strategies that helped us both start over and rebuild something new. How to stop trying to get your old life back, how to get on solid ground before you rebuild, and how to discover who you are now.
Strategy 1, stop trying to get your old life back. After divorce, your instinct is to put everything back the way it was. You try to stay friends with the same friends. You look for someone like your ex, only better. You try to get back to the same kind of life as fast as you can. But you're not the same person you were, and that life is not coming back. Chasing it only keeps you chained to the thing that already ended.
That's for sure. Starting over is not rebuilding the same life you had.
The first time I tried to start over, I just wanted to get back into a relationship so I wouldn't have to be alone. I broken up with a boyfriend. Instead of taking time on my own, I went looking for the next relationship right away, and I settled for far less than I deserved. That's how I ended up in an abusive marriage in the first place. After that, the cycle just continued.
In recovery, I learned you cannot go backward. You can only go forward. The same is true here. Grieve the old life honestly all the way through. Then let it go so your hands are free to build a new one. The goal is not the life you lost. The goal is a life that actually fits who you are now.
So before you rebuild anything, let the old life go. You cannot start over while you're still holding on to the past with both hands.
Welcome to Rebuild with Clarity. We help you rebuild after life's hardest moments. We share the actual strategies that helped us start over from the ground up. Now, strategy 2, get on solid ground before you rebuild. When everything falls apart at once, the instinct is to fix everything at once. That's exactly how people burn out and get overwhelmed. Starting over is not one giant leap. It is one steady thing at a time.
For me, the first steady things weren't glamorous. I got a temp job. I went to the food bank when I needed to. I started going to church. Small steps, one bill, 1 week, one small win at a time. Eventually, I had enough steady ground that I could join a hiking group. I also needed to heal. I took a year for myself this time before I started dating. Terry did the same thing after his divorce and in his recovery.
Get the ground under you first. A place to live you can afford, a little money of your own, even if it starts small. A simple routine that gets you out of bed every day. Do that, and slowly, your body and your nerves start settling down. Whether your marriage ended abruptly or you were in one that was never right, You do not build a life on shaky ground. You build the ground first, then the life.
Money was a big one for me. My ex drained me financially, so I had to learn how to take care of myself from nothing. It is hard, but having a plan makes it easier. And the day you know you can stand on your own 2 feet, the next steps get easier too.
Finding solid ground is hard, but it is the thing every other good part of your new life gets built on. Strategy 3. And this is the one that changes everything. Discover who you are now. For years, you were part of a couple, a husband, a wife. When that ends, it's easy to feel like you've lost your whole identity along with the marriage. But here's the truth that people might miss. Starting over is a rare chance to discover who you actually are, maybe for the first time in decades.
I lost my identity when I was living under abuse. When I left, I still had to figure out who I really was. I got to find out what I truly value now that no one was telling me what was wrong with me. I decided to do things that I loved. I realized I was strong, creative, and smart. I started writing poetry. I wrote books. I started hiking again. I joined a cycling group and rode with them for years.
That is the part no one really tells you. The end of a marriage can be the beginning of the truest version of you, not the version someone else needed you to be, the one you choose. And once you know who that is, you stop chasing whatever fills that void, and you start building a life that actually belongs to you.
You're not starting over from nothing. You're starting over from everything that you have learned. That is a very different thing. For me, I developed the True North method to find my true values and set life goals based on what I learned from my past. Not who I was in it, but who I wanted to be now.
So here are the 3 strategies we talked about. 1, stop trying to get your old life back. 2, get on solid ground before you rebuild. And 3, discover who you are now.
When you're ready, we made a free guide to help you take your next steps forward. The link to get it free is in the comments below. If you'd like to see how it works first, there's a short video about it popping up on your screen.
We put out a new video every Sunday, so hit subscribe and we'll see you there. Whatever you're rebuilding, you don't have to do it alone. We're right here with you.